If you work from home and porn feels almost impossible to quit, I want you to hear this carefully. It's not because you're weak, and it's not because your discipline is broken, and it's definitely not because something is wrong with you. It's because your brain was never designed for the environment that you're in right now. And once you understand why porn becomes more addictive when you work from home, you'll have a better understanding of how to actually break free from the cycle. So stay with me, because by the end of this video, you're going to understand why willpower keeps failing and what actually needs to change instead. And just so you're aware of why I'm telling you this, I've lived through the cycle. I work from home and I've lived this loop for 5 years. I've watched my productivity disappear, my motivation completely drain, and all of the focus I used to have fade away. All while telling myself I should be able to control this. And over the last few years, I've helped hundreds of men free themselves from the same pattern. Not by fighting urges harder, but by understanding how the brain adapts to the environment. Because the problem is never porn. It's about what working from home does to your brain and how it actually feeds the addiction. Your brain was never designed for work from home environments. Unlimited freedom plus constant stimulation and zero friction, it's a perfect storm that didn't exist for most of human history. It's kind of like giving a little kid the option to eat broccoli or candy and then getting upset whenever they choose to eat the candy. It's not a discipline problem. That's just a human being being human. And working from home creates the perfect conditions for addiction to get deeper. So let me break this down for you. Unstructured freedom confuses your brain. When you work from home, your day loses its natural boundaries. There's no commute to work, there's no boss walking by, there's no coworkers watching your every move, and no physical separation between effort and escape, because the P word is always one tab away. And your brain relies on structure to regulate behavior. And without it, your nervous system always stays slightly on edge. It's always scanning for a little hit of relief. So when stress hit at work, or boredom creeps in while you're doing a task, or focus dips even just by a little bit, your brain starts asking one question. What is the fastest way for me to feel better right now? And adult content answers that question instantly. Not because it's the best option, but because it's quick and efficient. And you train your brain to go back to it hundreds of times. Because relapse, being one tab away, destroys friction. And here's something that nobody tells you. Addiction thrives when friction disappears. Think about it like this. If there was one alcoholic, how easy would it be for them to deepen the addiction if they work at a liquor store? There's no friction. There's nothing standing in the way. And porn acts the same way. Watching adult content used to require effort. You used to need to physically go buy DVDs or magazines, or you used to need to be secretive about it. But now it's one tab away, and it's at the touch of a button. And friction is what used to protect you. It's kind of like this. If junk food is across town, you might think twice about going in the car and getting some. But if it's in your kitchen, you grab it without thinking. Working from home removes friction everywhere. Nobody sees your screen. There's no delay between work and relief. And there's no social cost. Nobody notices. So discipline never even gets a fighting chance. You're not failing a test of willpower. You're in an environment where willpower is irrelevant. And every time you're stressed, bored, or feeling stuck, your brain escapes into adult content. Because your brain learned something. It learned that putting in real effort equals discomfort. And it learned that escape can be relief. So over time, your brain stops associating work with reward, and it starts associating avoidance with safety. It starts to think porn is the reward from working. So focus feels harder, starting feels dreadful, and even when you want to work, you can't. You're not lazy, you're just trained. Your brain is doing exactly what you conditioned it to do. And this is the question that most work from home men never ask themselves out loud. If I'm smart, if I'm disciplined, if I'm capable, why does adult content have so much control over me? And the answer is simple. Because your brain adapted to your environment faster than you can keep up. That's not a flaw. That's your brain following a system that you built. This is a wiring problem. Because here's the one shift that changes everything. Corn addiction in remote workers is not a moral failure. It's not a motivation issue. It's a wiring issue. You didn't choose these patterns consciously, but you repeated them under pressure. And repetition and emotion equals wiring. So the good news, what's wired in can be unwired and rewired. That's how we're able to break free. But you can't break free by fighting urges all day. You don't beat conditioning by fighting. You beat it by redesigning the system. So, real recovery from work from home men looks like this. There's a couple of different phases. Phase 1 is awareness. Understanding the triggers that led you back to relapses before it happens. And phase 2 is environment design. Putting friction back where it belongs and adding specific actions to break the loop before it even starts. And phase 3 is a nervous system reset. Teaching your brain how to manage stress, boredom, and loneliness without needing to escape. Phase 4 is the identity shift. Becoming the man that no longer needs porn to regulate himself. This isn't about being perfect every single time, but it's about becoming consistent and about showing up and following the plan even if it feels hard. So if you take nothing else from this video, please remember this one thing. You're not broken. Your brain adapted to a setup it was never meant to handle. And the fact that you're even watching this video means that you're already trying to step out of this loop. You just need a system that works with your brain instead of against it. So just before you click off the video, I'd like you to ask yourself this one question. What if quitting porn isn't about trying harder, but it's about finally understanding how your brain learned it in the first place? Well, if you want to escape this loop, I put together a free training and a PDF that you can follow to start rewiring your brain today. Click the link below to access it, and you'll get the free training and the accompanying Google Doc to help you start building the path to freedom. Other than that, I hope this video helped, and share it with someone that you feel needs it. See ya.